Dinosaurs. Who doesn't love their giant lizard monsters? Dinosaurs have been a big part of my childhood. I remember having a book that my grandma let me borrow that was all about these incredible scaly beasts. Everybody knows about dinosaurs and thinks that they're awesome. Heck, my favorite game of all time has dinosaurs in it, and these dino bad boys shoot fire out of their mouths. Look me in the eyes and tell me that is not the coolest, most awesome thing you have ever seen. You've got dinosaurs who fly in the sky to dinosaurs who can swim and dive. You've got big-plated dinosaurs, taller than trees dinosaurs, and absolutely vicious dinosaurs. You've got dinosaurs who eat grass to dinosaurs who could kick your tushy bum-bum. Yes, dinosaurs are awesome creatures of raw power. But with something so great, you've got to have some movies about them. Some are not too special and close to me, but others are amazing. Jurassic Park was made in 1993, and it was based off of a pretty successful book. Right away, you can see that this movie is going to be awesome. Not only does it have Jeff Goldblum, but it has dinosaurs. And not just any dinosaurs, but dino boys that look real. The Brachiosauruses look real, their Stegosauruses look real, their T-Rexes look real, and even their Deinonychuses look real.
Jimmy, what is it? It's a velociraptor.
That's what these guys are called. I don't know why everyone keeps calling them velociraptors. Look at these guys. Do they look like velociraptors to you? No. They look like, and most definitely are, Deinonychuses. Anyways, after Jurassic Park came out, it had 2 more sequels under that title, and they're pretty good. Not as good as the original, but pretty good.
Alan.
But then, a brand new shiny movie came out featuring my boys, the dinosaurs. That was Jurassic World, which came out in 2015. This movie had some pretty good looking dinosaurs that looked super real. The Ankylosauruses looked real, the Pteranodons looked real, the T-Rexes looked real, and the Deinonychuses looked real.
Velociraptors are pack hunters.
These are not velociraptors! Why do you keep calling them that? But needless to say, between 2 movies that are pretty similar and the fact that they have dinosaurs and they eat people, Jurassic Park and Jurassic World have very different tones and atmospheres towards my dino friends. And the 2 are very different genres. Jurassic Park plays like a thriller movie. It builds on tension and keeps the audience on edge of their seats. Jurassic World plays like an action-adventure movie with a couple of tense moments. It feels like the main characters are in a war with this genetically modified bad boy and will have to use whatever they can to stop it from killing everything. These differences are mostly attributed to the pacing of each film and the fact that Jurassic World had a butt ton of guns in it. While the stories are similar, the pacing is very much different and changes how these movies are watched. Let's start with Jurassic Park's pacing. The first thing of note with Jurassic Park's pacing is that it is incredibly slow. This is a bit of an exaggeration, but if you compare Jurassic Park's pacing to Jurassic World, it is really clear that it takes a much longer time for stuff to get real. In Jurassic Park, it takes about 1 full hour before we actually see the T-Rex and about another 10 minutes before we see somebody die. In Jurassic World, on the other hand, it only takes about 40 minutes to show us the Indominus Rex and about another 30 seconds before it actually kills someone. That's about a 20-minute difference, and while that doesn't seem like much, Jurassic Park fills those 20 minutes with a tension-filled scene that makes that reveal much, much more impactful. The car scene with the rain pouring outside is one that no one would ever forget. Not only does this scene happen an hour into the film, but it effectively milks every moment to raise the tensions until our expectations are completely met. And when the T-Rex eventually does come out, he doesn't do a whole lot for another 10 minutes. This leaves the audience at the edge of their seats thinking, what is he gonna do? Are they all gonna die? What's going to happen? Jurassic Park doesn't even have all of its tension-filled moments involving the dinosaurs either. Do you guys remember the fence scene? This scene filled me with so much freaking anxiety that I will always remember it. It haunts my nightmares every night. The drawn-out moments, slow and steady camera work, and acting make me clench my butt in anticipation for what is about to happen. This longer pacing makes for more tension and a big payoff in the end. Not only that, but it's much slower than Jurassic World for showing us how dangerous these dinosaurs can be. Do you remember the scene where the Deinonychuses figured out how to open doors? That happens a full 1 hour and 40 minutes into the movie when it only has about 10 minutes left of film. That famous scene where Owen says, "That thing's part raptor," happens about 1 hour and 20 minutes into the movie, which still has a solid 30 minutes left. There's a definite difference. Not huge, but definitely there. Jurassic Park does a really good job at raising tensions because the cards are not revealed until much later in the movie. This gives a good sense that the characters are being hunted by my ancient beastie boys and raises that good old tension much higher than what you would expect. Now let's move on to Jurassic World. This movie's pacing is much different than Jurassic Park's pacing. While Jurassic Park likes to take the story beats much slower and therefore create a lot of incredibly tense moments, Jurassic World on the other hand enjoys having a faster paced story. The individual plot points feel like they're happening much faster than the first film, so it feels more like an action film than a thriller. The quick camera cuts let the scenes feel faster and much more filled with energy. They are exciting to watch. This leads into a major divide between Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. One is paced and shot like a thriller, and the other is paced and shot like an action movie. Sure, there are some tense moments in Jurassic World. Take this scene for example. The Indominus Rex has just broken out of dino jail and is searching for some good crisp rat meat. It is a very tense scene that is because it has longer camera shots and longer played out moments. But these are just tense moments. Most of Jurassic World is an action movie and that's okay. Let Jurassic World be what it wants to be. Unless it was wanting to be an incredibly tense thriller horror, in which case it failed spectacularly. But these two movies, with their differing pacing, really help the stories. Jurassic Park is a story about being hunted by the very things you have created, kind of like Frankenstein. The humans are the prey and they are trying to escape the island for their own survival. Jurassic World is a story about a fearsome monster that must be stopped at any cost. The characters employ different tactics to stop the beast who is on a rampage. They tried taking it down using military force, then using Mighty Dino-Nitrous boys, then using a T-Rex. Finally, after a long time, the beast is stopped and the characters can rest easy until the island literally explodes. But these two movies feel very different due to their pacing, how the camera is shot, and what story they want to tell. Although these two movies are about my dino boys, they feel very different, and it's a different experience between the two. Yes, I enjoy Jurassic Park a lot more. Its tense scenes, terrifying sound design, and fun quotable lines are just much more enjoyable for me. But I can look at these two movies and see completely different stories and pacing that makes for different but fun experiences. I can't wait to go back into the theater and say hello to my beloved dinosaur buddies. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you really enjoyed, be sure to give this video a like, and if you want to see more, then subscribe. I will be wanting to make more of these, so tell me how it's going. In the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Until next time.